right, my friends. So we're back, still doing everything, still stressing. I'm out on my back lawn, so if you hear any weird noises, it's because it's out here. But it was quiet for a minute, so I thought we'd get out here and film a video. Um, so this next few weeks, we're doing 75 hard. We're going all in as a mom with two kids, working full time. Only one more week of summer, and then just doing life. One of my best friends is doing it alongside me. I need something to kick my butt. I need that mental toughness piece. I know I can get back in shape. I can get to where I want, and I'm not fat by any means, or I'm not overweight. This is not just for weight loss. This is to get toned. This is to get everything under control. This is to work on that piece that like I'm really struggling with, which is diet. I can do a diet all week long. I do a great job. And then after that, it goes downhill from there. So this is just that mental toughness piece. So if you haven't heard of 75 Hard, Andy Frisella, it's Andy Frisella's like challenge. It's two 45-minute workouts. One must be outside. We ended up doing a 90-minute this morning. So I still have my 45-minute outside workout, which my son has football. So we'll do a walk during that. So me and my youngest son will walk for 45 minutes once my husband gets there and can watch him play. It is 1 gallon of water, which I'm killing. I will link the water bottle that I love down below. It is literally my favorite water bottle. It is 10 pages a day of a book, and I'll post that what I'm doing. And then I actually have made up an entire Excel spreadsheet of our workouts and a check sheet and habits and things like that. So if you want that, just send me a quick message and I will get that for you too, because it's amazing. It's not super like fancy, but it does the job. So it's got my whole workout. I took like my old workouts and kind of asked ChatGPT to make it like a little bit more focused on toning. So we did that. My husband also went over it, and he's lifted for years. And my best friend's husband's a personal trainer. So he looked over it. It looks really good. Again, remember, I'm a nutrition coach, not a personal trainer. So I do the nutrition part myself. We're working on a diet. You have to follow a diet. And my diet is staying under 1,800 calories and hitting 150 grams of protein. So that is my number one and two. Like I have to do those two things. Um, what else? A gallon of water. 10 pages of a book, which I'll post the books that I'm doing. The first one is How to Win Friends and Influence People, that Dale Carnegie one. It's like number one in all the books. I was like, well, might as well try it. And then workout, blah, blah, blah. Oh, progress photos. You have to take a progress photo every day. So I did a progress video this morning, which I'll post. And then I did a progress photo too. And then I'll do one every single day for 75 days. So those are the 5 things that you have to do. I am not adding anything else because I feel like that's enough, but it's going to be hard. I live in South Carolina. So even if a hurricane comes, we're going to be doing an outside workout, which is going to be quite interesting. I have 2 kids. Even this morning, it was really hard to get out of bed. And I didn't get out of bed. So we had a really late start to today. Um, I've only had one meal and like one little pre-workout meal. So it's going to be really hard to hit my protein goals. So if you want to come along for the ride, please do. I'll be posting some of my meals, some of my, like what I eat in a day, things like that. But if there's anything else that you're thinking of and you're like, ooh, I want to know more about that, just let me know. So we're going to do that. I start school next week. So I'm starting this a week and a half before school starts. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult, especially when school starts, to get those 2 45-minute workouts in, especially that outside one. But it's going to be what we're going to do. This is a mental toughness thing. This is a kick my butt and get me back in shape thing. This is a kick my butt and get me in a routine thing. So it's really important to me. I did try yesterday. I tried to start yesterday and it did not go well. I didn't have my gallon, so that like threw me completely off. And then we went to Costco. And so like if you're a Costco girl, you know that chocolate chip cookie that you can get on the way out or the pizza you can get on the way out. Today we didn't do that though. We got a rotisserie chicken. So me and my husband ate rotisserie chicken while we were driving down the road. So it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be a lot of different things, like eating a Costco rotisserie chicken in the car with the water that you brought with you. That's going to be my big one right there, probably. Is I do really good with water. Like I love water. So that's not really a problem, but it's going to be the eating snacks and doing things and trying to keep within those like macros, that 2000 calories, like under 1800 calories and then 150 grams protein. Working on those 2 things is going to be very difficult for me to stick to. Like I can do great during the weeks, but those weekends are hard. So this is one of those mental toughness things that like we're going to have to really work on, and I'm going to have to plan. I do plan. I do love meal prep. I love meal planning. But we did a big Costco trip yesterday. That did help a lot. I got a lot of fruit, a lot of veggies, and I am working on my fiber. I'm trying to keep my fiber goal. That's another thing I'm really, really trying to stay focused on. That's what we're doing. Um, if you're along for the ride, subscribe, comment, tell me what else you want to see, tell me what else you need to see. This is going to be difficult, and I'm really excited about it. So I can't wait to have anybody else join us and continue with this. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye. All right, so quick view of the pantry before we get started on this challenge. Our baking stuff's up here. Things are like our food and our like sauces and stuff. I'm obsessed with these. I got 3 different ones of these. Made 2 different pasta salads. Will send the recipe if you want to try it. Adult snacks and Element, which is I'm in love with. Not sponsored yet, or hopefully one day, but love with those. A few different protein powders, supplements, canned things like right there. Coffee, because that's everything. Kids snacks are down below, not at our eye view, which is helpful. And then overstock snacks, and then the kids extra snacks. So that's their little candy pieces. They get that. So there's that. There's a start for that. So we went to Costco yesterday and we grabbed a lot of fruit, grapes, kiwis. Kids wanted to try the kiwis, something new and exciting. I live on pears for dietary fiber. I love them. They're amazing and super good for dietary fiber. Cheese and deli meats are in here. And then we cooked a bunch of meat yesterday. So we cooked chicken thighs, we cooked steak and chicken tenderloins. We have Oikos yogurt, which is our favorite, eggs, egg whites, and things like that. And then I have eggs and steak up there stocked, ready to go. So again, if you're not planning, you're going to fail. So we have our favorite vegetables, always in the freezer, always can cook really quick. Got some kids smoothies, meat for days. So keeping that protein high and those veggies high. And then we just have everything else you could ever need. Down here's my rotisserie chicken pile. I'll be making a lot of bone broth from that. And then the kids' chicken, things like that. And then, of course, I grab these for extra breakfast things just in case. Kids, popsicles. These are actually only 30 calories too, so we could do that. Peanut butter and jellies are like for the kids mostly, so no big stress. And then I have some extra little high protein meals that I grabbed from Lidl just for extras. Guacamole for good fats, and then veggies and things like that.